Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to be less talkative. There's two types of people that are too talkative that I have observed. Okay, so the first type is people who deal with anxiety. That's right, so people who deal with anxiety, I find that they are too talkative sometimes, and that is because they are nervous around other people. They don't want to feel anxiety. They don't want to feel being nervous. It's not a pleasant feeling. And so in order to distract themselves from feeling that way, they talk and talk and talk and talk and try to fill every single little silence and gap so that they don't have to feel the feelings that they feel when they have anxiety, or they want to avoid panic attacks, or whatever it is. So I find that anxiety is very involved with chatterbox psychology, okay, if that's such a term. Okay, and the next type of person that I find is a little bit too talkative is people who deal with low self-esteem, okay? So maybe when you were growing up, okay, you were not you didn't have authentic attention from your parents, which is very important for when you grow up. You need 100% attention from your parents. You need to feel listened to, understood, and validated when you're a child. And if you don't get that when you're a child, you try to overcompensate for that when you're an adult by being more talkative, because you want to be listened to and understood, which is a natural human need, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it has to do with like a self-esteem complex. And like I said, it's fine. Everybody deals with like complexes in their life. Trust me, okay? Or you could be dealing with a combination of both of these things. So if you identify with these things and you think that's the reason why you could be more talkative, we're going to move forward and we're going to talk about how to solve this problem. Okay, in order to deal with your feelings of anxiety, if it's like really severe, you might need to get professional help from a psychiatrist, which is totally fine. I mean, what do you want to do? Struggle with your anxiety and have it interfere with your life for the rest of your life, or get professional help and solve the problem, okay? Solve the problem so you can move forward with bigger and better things, right? So if you need professional help, get professional help. It's totally fine. Okay, I am totally like so open to going to a therapist, bleeding my heart out, trying to like sort through my issues, because I didn't have a perfect childhood either. Like, a lot of fucked up shit happened in my childhood. If you want to know more about that, watch my other videos. If you want to deal with it at home, there are like endless strategies, so many different types of strategies. There's meditation, there's journaling, there's shadow work, which is a really spiritual way of dealing with feelings, negative thoughts, negative feelings, okay? There is the Byron technique. If you haven't heard of Byron, she's a very famous spiritual figure who came up with a whole method of how to eradicate limiting beliefs in your mind. So if you feel like you have a lot of limiting beliefs, negative thoughts about yourself and the world, she has a whole planned out step-by-step strategy for how you can basically bring those beliefs into awareness. A lot of the problem is that you're not even aware of these beliefs that you hold in your subconscious. So like literally half the job is just bringing it into awareness and being completely aware, oh my god, I have this fake ass belief system that I've been letting dictate my life for the past X number of years, okay? And just having it out and being completely aware of it is the first step. And the second step is questioning these beliefs, questioning these negative thoughts about yourself, okay? And I know you're like, what does this have anything to do with being talkative? Everything. It's the root cause of why you're talkative. So you want to go to the root cause and solve it from the roots up. Like, I don't even know where the fuck where did that saying come from? I don't know. Then you question those beliefs. You question them and you're like, are these beliefs even true? And a lot of the time you're like, no, fuck no, they're not true. Why have I been believing this shit all my life? I've been through so many of those moments. So I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why was I believing this stuff? Look how limiting it was in my life. Look at what it did to me, like, you know. And then because you question it and you don't believe it anymore, it gradually begins to leave your subconscious. You're no longer a slave to a false belief. There are so many methods, the Byron meditation. I didn't even list them all. They're endless. It's not the method that matters. What matters is that you find a method that you know is helping you with your changing your thoughts, learning to control your mind, and that you do it every day. What matters is consistency. That's what I really want to impart on you guys, is that consistency is the most important thing. It's not the method, it's not the how, it's do you do it every single day. You need to find something that works for you and that you can do every single day. And it doesn't have to be this like intense 1 hour session where you're like making a big ass deal about it. No, it can be 5 or 10 minutes, as long as you do some kind of exercise, journaling, meditation, whatever, every single day, and it becomes a habit, like brushing your teeth. Okay, that's where you're gonna see the real changes. That's where you're gonna see the real transformations. If you feel like anxiety, not so much. If you're feeling like more self-esteem related, or self-esteem could be the reason, the best way to conquer self-esteem, like take over self-esteem, and you've heard this so many times on my videos, is investing in yourself. Put yourself first. You come first. I'm getting hot in here. I'm getting hot thinking about this, okay? Put yourself first. You are first. Please, just say that to yourself. Don't feel like it's not about you, because it is about you. Because in order for you to make the most impact on your kids, on your friends, on your family, whoever, you need to be whole first. You need to be whole first. So, in order to like invest in yourself, the first thing is a physical laws. Get sleep, eat right, exercise. Very common sense. You hear it all the time. But there's a reason why you hear it all the time. It's because it works. It works. And when you start eating good and exercising, investing in sleep, you are going to feel so amazing. You're going to feel a physical transformation in your body, in your life, in your quality of life. You're going to be like, why didn't I do this a decade ago? Why didn't I make this important? And I'm not going to go into the details. Research it. Put some time and effort into figuring out what exercise routine you want to do, what diet you want to do, what kind of sleep regime you want. But the point is, put energy towards it. Put priorities. Make it a priority in your life. Like, really, make it a priority. And the next way to boost your self-esteem is to build skills. You have a craft. I know you do. There is something that brings you home. When you do it, you feel like you're home again. That is your craft. Master the craft. Master whatever skill it is. I don't care what it is. Maybe it's trimming bushes, you know? Maybe it's making electro music. I don't know. Maybe it's fixing cars. Doesn't matter. You're going to feel home. You're going to feel in the zone. You're going to feel just amazing when you do it. And you got to do it. You got to do it all the time. You got to do it every day. You got to make it a priority in your life. And when you do, you're going to see that skill skyrocket. It's going to go boom. And then you can take it to new levels. Maybe you can make it your career. Maybe you can make it a way to impact the world. Most people who make huge impacts on the world, it's because they followed their craft. They built on their craft, and they didn't necessarily know where their craft was going to take them. They didn't necessarily have an end vision. They just, every day, they did the task of working on their craft every single day, and it took them somewhere fucking amazing. And it will take you somewhere amazing. And this whole talkative, like being too talkative, it'll be old news, okay? That's just gonna be like, you're gonna be like, what else is new? Done with that problem, okay? So if you do these things, invest in yourself, in your health, in your mind, in like you're building yourself up, and you get rid of negative thoughts. Learn to control your mind, okay? Deal with your feelings of anxiety. Learn how to accept silence and be fine with silence, because you will be fine with silence when you get a hold of these things in your life, when you get control again. I want you to know that you have the fucking power. You have the power to conquer all of this shit in your life that is bringing you down. It's all up to you. Take responsibility for the things that are fucking with your life and, you know, your energy. You have the power to be like, goodbye, bitch, goodbye. Okay, I hope that this helps you with your problem with being talkative. Let me know if you have any questions below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.